All right, welcome back. Well, grilling season is in full swing, and sometimes, it's hard to stick to your diet as grilling season gets underway. But I'm here now with Marley Aft. She's from UnityPoint Health. She's here to show us some better options of building a better burger. Is that what you're calling it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so let's get straight to it. Tell me how to make a better burger.
So when we think about sticking with our diets, like you said, over the holidays, and especially in the summer, it can be kind of hard.
Yeah.
So thinking about different alternatives, for example, when we think about bun alternatives, some of us are watching our carb levels. We have things like these sandwich thins that are actually very small. They're multi-grain, but they just don't have the amount of carbs that a regular bun would have.
Right.
So it's a great option. Using things like lettuce wraps instead of bread is another great option.
That's a really good one.
Yep, or even a tortilla. A meat alternative would maybe be portobello caps.
Okay.
It's a great meat alternative. It's thick. It kind of has more of a meaty consistency. And I think they're great when you have olive oil and some garlic and some onions. So things like that are great. We think about condiments. Condiments a lot of times have a lot of sugar in them. So you're thinking about your ketchup, you're thinking about your barbecue sauces.
Dang it.
Lots of sugar. And we're thinking like for a serving size is a tablespoon or two.
Yes.
And what do? We dump a quarter cup of ketchup on your plate and dip our foods in.
I know for me it's ranch, always.
Ranch, that was one of the things I want to talk about today.
Okay,
My kids love ranch.
Yes.
So better alternatives to ranch, using things like yogurt.
Yes.
Cottage cheese. You can take your cottage cheese, blend it, make it smooth, and add some ranch seasoning. Then you can add as much seasoning as you want, but this is gonna have a lot less of the fat in it that the salad dressings have, but it's gonna have more protein. And you can also add things in it that you want, so you know what you're getting in your dips and your different condiments. Also, if you're trying to control your sodium levels, you can decide how much of that seasoning goes in. You can also use things like taco seasoning or taco sauces to make more of like a taco Mexican flavored dip that you can spread on your buns or on your burgers. We think about marinades. This is a great alternative to soy sauce. It's a liquid amino. This is a coconut liquid amino. It has less sodium in it than soy sauce would. So it's a great thing to put your meat into and let it marinate. Then you can also add things like cilantro or onions, garlic, anything like that to help marinate your food. Because again, a lot of those bottled marinade sauces have a lot of sugar in them.
So I haven't heard of this before. I'm sorry, you said it's kind of like a soy sauce?
Yep, it's a soy sauce alternative that has about 45% less sodium than what regular soy sauce has. So a lot of times we can use liquid aminos. This one, like I said, is a coconut, but they also have a regular liquid amino. Tastes just like soy sauce. So whether you're doing something that has more of an Asian flair to it and you want that soy sauce, but don't want so much of that sodium.
So really, these are like pretty simple fixes.
Very simple fixes.
You don't have to go reinventing the whole entire wheel. It's just like a couple different swaps and they're still gonna taste the same, right?
Exactly, sometimes better. And the great thing is you know what you're eating because you're the one that's preparing it. You're not getting a bottle that has sugar in it, extra salt, extra fat, all of those things, that all adds up. And again, we usually don't stick to serving size. We're not using a tablespoon of ketchup, we're using a quarter cup of ketchup.
Guilty, I'm so guilty of that. That's literally my worst habit. I'm like, I'll just put a little bit of ranch on there, and then half the bottle's gone by the time I'm done. So tell me a little bit about why we have this avocado here as well.
So avocados, they're creamy. You can mash them up and put them on a bun. So it'd be another mayo alternative because it adds that creaminess to whatever it is that you're eating. Also, you could turn it into a homemade guacamole where you use that, put a little salsa in it. And again, it's cutting out some of the stuff that you'd be getting from a bottled or a prepackaged type of dip or dressing. It also is a good fat. So if we're gonna have good fats, let's do it from things like avocados, not the oils in bottled salad dressings.
Perfect. All right, well, Marley, thank you so much for joining us here on Good Morning Quad Cities. That's all we have time for today, but these are some amazing kind of like life hacks, almost burger hacks, if you will. All right, Good Morning Quad Cities. We'll be right back after the break.